Still sick, but the Stardew music is so very soothing. YouTube's kind of check to catch up to Twitch. YouTube thinks I was trying to watch a video. I am not. Thank you very much. Should be my channel, maybe. Alright, it says I'm live. Even if my email doesn't. YouTube itself says I am. And that will just have to be good enough. Although according to this screen, nothing is actually happening. Anyway, let's get into the game. We are on day 4 of summer year 2. And it is stormy. Well, sunny day tomorrow. Spirits feel neutral and spotlight on pig. I don't have a pig yet. I have my cows, and Robin is working on the coop. I beat Tuna Milk Cart at the end of the last stream, which means I have the arcade cabinet for my house now. I'm going to not play Prairie King. I'm going to move that plant, I don't know, over there, so I can have the 2 arcade cabinets next to each other, because it just feels good to me. And check the rest of the mail. Emily sent me a sea urchin. And I got my 12 speed. Anything finished growing? No. I mean, the new summer seeds would not be finished, and it hasn't been 7 days since the last harvest of ancient fruit. And this is why we didn't start with farming at the beginning, because you get experience when you harvest, not all the other time. Since you don't have animals to start with, unless you start on the absolutely horrible Meadowlands farm, you're not getting any experience until day 4 when you're, or day 5 when your first parsnips should be done growing. I'm looking forward to reaching level 4 farming so that I can build more preserve jars. But since we're a little further in the game and was able to get animals, you do get some experience for petting them. You also get experience from their products, but the cows are brand new. They're not ready to start giving milk quite yet. That there, and I will get my sashimi for today. Looks like I'm looking at 4. I did take a quick moment to figure out a loved gift, or a top quality gift for the luau. So I'll be able to get the most friendship points out of that, though. Don't know how much it really matters. So this one's a cave carrot. Beyond that, nothing I can do right now. Lewis gets his cave carrot, though. I'll wait a moment to let that iron finish smelting. It's gonna take 20 in-game minutes. One more tick of the clock. Takes 5 hours. I'm gonna check my minerals and artifacts in real quick. Prehistoric skull. Bone flute. Dwarvish helm. Golden mask, golden relic, chicken statue, elvish jewelry, and ornamental fan. Minerals, it's prismatic shard. Aeronite. Thorptite, neptunite. Yeah. Okay. Just need to. Been a few days since I played Stardew, so I want to take a moment to remind myself of what I'm still missing. So I want to find Lewis and complete that wanted request. There's a new one on the board. It's Jazz's birthday, but she's a 10. 3 octopus. Willie? No. I consider myself lucky to have caught as many as I did that first go around. I am not looking to go back in there. But I can turn in this prize to get myself a iridium sprinkler without having to pay 10,000 G to Krobus. Which is something that I will not be able to do this week either. No way I'm getting 7,000 G today. Even if I spend like the whole day fishing, and I should have saw it all. Of course not. I would never slay your friends, Krobus. I say as I'm about to go to the mines and work on the Shadow Spirit Monster Slayer goal. They are just slowly going up. I could technically give them Star Trap tea. It doesn't have to be their birthday for you to get a significant friendship boost out of it. Now that I am at level 10 combat, I feel a little more confident that I could potentially make myself a monster musk and not get absolutely wrecked by the shadow spirits. Famous last words. Let me drop the medium sprinkler in there. This is still 2 hours and 40 minutes. Those not sticking around. I don't know off the top of my head how many more void spirits I have left to kill, but I know that I haven't completed the goal, and I don't want to wait for the reset, so or for the Adventurers Guild to open. So let's just spray the musk, go down to floor 80 and keep going. You see one on this floor. Just one. Give me plenty of money or enemies in this. I know the English language, I promise. I don't think I have the Monster Slayer goal for the slimes yet. But I'm not too worried about killing slimes. Okay, I did eventually get a YouTube email saying that acknowledging that I went live. Well, I'm always happy to when the iridium bar drops. It would not feel right to complain. So I won't. Of course, it's not the number one thing I want from the mines, but I'll take what I can get right now. Especially since the number one thing I would want is just probably not going to happen. It's the sort of thing that you're very happy when it does happen, but you never actually expect it to. Unless you enjoy having your expectations dashed. I thought that rock was a little bit off center. Oh, behind the rock. That's why I wasn't hitting him. Alright. We're not taking out a huge number of guys, but it's something. Here's my dreaded quarry floor, but fortunately I was able to find a way off of it quickly. Oh, that's one heck of a cluster of gold. I wonder if this bat will be so kind as to drop a bomb for me. No, but I know I've got the iron and coal in my inventory to craft one. Let's go ahead and do that. ladder. Looks like no void spirits on this floor. I see a slime. I want to kill the shaman first, so I think we'll stop shooting me with their debuff. Now me's good, always happy. I wonder what exactly the chance on the vampire ring is for getting any health back. Or, that's vampire ring. Vampiric enchantment on the sword. I do not have the vampire ring equipped. I have one in my house. It shoots fire but has 1 HP. On the Switch, I recently ran out of fiber on my farm. It's left me a little bit paranoid. I mean, then I had the rain day, and now I have 2 full stacks, but I don't know why I'm making sure to take out every single enemy. I don't... For the moment, I'm not getting any experience out of it. I'm at level 10 combat at this point. More on this floor. Including 3 shamans. Actually, even more of them. Wow, this is a big floor of enemies. And blue. Don't try and fight them all at once. I'm not finding the salmon berries fast enough, so let's use the sashimi. I am still alive. Oh, then mix flower seeds. Excuse you. Oh, we dropped a mega bomb. Yeah, you would think that possibly the tiny slime would not be as dangerous, but it's every bit as dangerous as any other slime of the same level. In fact, possibly even more so because its hitbox is so tiny. I would not mind a Mega Bomb. I'm gonna call it there. And I'm actually going to take a moment to check. So I know if I need to use the Monster Musk tomorrow. Or whatever day I next go. Oh yeah. I'm barely over 2/3. Okay. 104 is not close. I don't remember if I actually talked to the door before going down there, but I'm a little late to worry about it now. I did not get any refined quartz metals in there. Okay, I'll try and get 5 more bars smelting. I think I have time to sell this. And get some of these things put away. Aha, cat! Alright, I haven't moved that stuff in here. Still managed to get in bed in time. The only money I got on that day was because I sold a aged lava row. That's a little rough. Beautiful sunny day. It's duck feather that I'm hoping to see, right? That's something I don't have. Water everything. Chances are I'll want to redo some things for fall. But at the very worst, my farm is going to look very different in year 2. Or year 3, I guess. I'm already in year 2. Winter will give me the opportunity I need to redo everything. And by that time, I should have enough farming experience that I can make at least quality sprinklers for everything. chickens. I suppose... Now, I don't have a fence for them yet, but it's okay. You can let the animals roam your farm and they'll still make it back at night. Really, the reason I most often use a fence is, if once you have pigs and you want to, keep track of where their truffles end up. I clicked a bunch of things that I don't want to click. No, I don't want to make any changes while I'm to my OBS settings while I'm actively live. That would probably be bad. I'm going to go ahead and make the changes that I make in every playthrough at some point or another. And that means moving the bombs inside to this chest and moving seaweeds, algae, and jellies in here. I'm going to do it eventually anyway, so why not just get it taken care of. And rows are almost done. And let's see what's in the traveling cart today. While I'm at it, I can get my oak resin and my pine tar. It's good that I have at least 5 trees producing oak resin periodically. Plenty when it's time to start making cakes. Speaking of oak resin. I don't remember if I have the puffer fish to get to Demetrius, but I don't really want to buy one. Duck feather is very tempting, at least. Here's the thing, though. I still need ducks for the... If I get large milk and large goat milk, large pigs, and wool. Or would I buy sheep before I would buy ducks? Chances are I'm going to buy 2 ducks anyway, because I'll still want the duck eggs for the animal product bundle. How much will buying a duck feather actually speed up the dye bundle? I'm waiting for wood cabbage to grow and sunflowers. I have aquamarine. We get a little bit sooner, and I think the dye bundle is what gives you the seed maker. And the sooner I have that in general, the better. No, I'm not gonna buy it. I need to save money for actually buying the animals and upgrading the buildings. 750G is a little bit more than I'm willing to spend right now. At least on a duck feather. Chickens don't cost too much, but I do intend to buy 4 of them. upgrading the coop to the big coop requires 10,000 G. Upgrading the barn to the big barn requires 12,000. Big coop to deluxe coop is 20,000. The barn is 25,000. In other words, I'm gonna need a lot of money. Evelyn is looking for a grape. I think I can manage that. It is summer after all. I also probably have a bunch left over from last year. You can also grow grapes. They are fall's trellis crop. So, even if you don't forage a lot, you can still get some. I will use that last regular quality grape that I have. Why not use the lowest quality that I can for a quest where a bulletin board request, because a higher quality one is not going to get me any more. I was watching a video yesterday of someone doing a challenge with the 25% profit margin. Option selected, so things only sell for a quarter of their usual price. And they were saying how the run is going to include a lot of bulletin board requests, because you still get full money for those, at least. There is a possible quest that involves a rusty spoon, but I don't want it in my inventory right now. The most exciting thing to see as a bulletin board request to me is pretty much always a diamond, because you get 3 times whatever the sell price of what they're asking for is, and for a diamond that's 2,250 G, which is just fantastic. Alright, another day of grinding void spirits. I even said in this stream description, we're finally farming, and most of my time in this stream so far has been spent in the mine. Wow, you wasted no time, did you? Just went straight into talking about the custom designs. Yeah, says I'm not interested. So I put in my bio that I'm not interested, but no one checks that before they start asking. Maybe I should put in the stream title that I'm not interested in custom artwork. Then maybe that'll work. Some early void spirits. Of course, I keep on forgetting that I've already found the ladders, and then I have to waste time breaking rocks. I do see another void spirit down in the bottom left corner. Make sure I get him taken out. Water the rocks so that soften it up. Soften up the rock with water again is Pokemon style logic. Sure, in real life, water will eventually erode rock, but it's not like it's a quick process. But trying to understand why each type in Pokemon is effective against what types they are is a fool's errand. Especially when some of the types have different names in Japanese, and it would make more sense, you know, in the original language. Translations don't always work out well. I have a book all about that. Just going to have debuffs forever. I don't mind getting more custom or copper ore. It's just one of the earlier things I'll get rid of if I'm out of room. I guess if I ended up with so much gold ore that it ended up taking up an extra slot in my inventory, then I'd probably get rid of the smaller stack, but I would need an exceptional amount of gold ore for that to actually happen. Right now I just wish I had mining mastery so I could smelt faster. As it is, I should double the number of furnaces I have. Them up against the wall and I will be able to survive. I am having some random slowdowns and stuttering. I hope it's just minor glitches on my end. It's not showing up on the stream. I tried to get the salmon berries. It really hurts to not be killing these slimes any faster than I am. Alright, this is midnight. I made it 10 floors. I'm not going to deal with a slime infested floor, thank you very much. Alright, let's go ahead and put things away. I did not, oops, I did not get bat wings today. That's a mystery box. Yeah, I have enough copper ore to make more furnaces, but I will worry about that in the morning, not right this moment. Making time to make sure that I'm putting everything where I want to put it. You don't necessarily have to close the barn door at night, but I like to pet the animals before they get out each day. This feels more organized to me. Don't like having to try and find them when I'm done watering my crops. And another strange bun. And I'm probably putting farm warp totems in here. Yes. Alright. So I get a little jingle to tell me that I completed another quest, which was building a coop. So I get 100 G back. Cashback program on buildings. But, you know, only the one. So, mildly perturbed, but it's fine. Demetrius wants the puffer fish now. And just double checking, I do not have a spare one. But I thought I might not. I considered buying, but if I care enough to take some time, I should be able to catch a puffer fish today. by 9 wheat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 9. Hey, level 2 farming. That will save the regular quality wheat. And the hay, I will sell the quality wheat. I'm going to put the well, water the spots that I forgot to water. Put the broken CDs, just try and get my inventory reduced a bit. Looking for 3 sashimi. Good. I think we're good. I should not need a trap bobber to catch a puffer fish. So be prepared for many to escape. I will be punished for my hubris. Shane wants a bream. Buy 9 more wheat to replace what I harvested. Barber's birthday is still the next one I'm concerned with. Count along the way. Ideally, I get to the ocean as close to noon as possible. Oh, it's Shane's 8 heart event. Uncle Shane's in the barn. He said to tell you he wants to show you something. That should do it. It's the perfect home for you hens. Are the best eggs in the whole valley. Fresh and healthy with rich golden yolks, not like those pale, sickly Georgia eggs. I got 2. You know, Charlie, I was thinking. A guy like me is always teetering on the edge of despair. Know what I mean? But you and the other hens are gonna keep me upright from now on. I know it. What's wrong? Too much pressure? Emotional support chickens. Hey Patrick, so what do you think? My special blue hens, I've been raising them in secret for the last few months. I won't be living here forever. I wanted to pass something on to Jazz. I've been teaching her how to care for them. I want to feel like I'm not just a leech in the world. I want to contribute somehow, even in a small way like this. And now I am actually able to get blue chickens. I'll think about getting blue chickens in the future, but for now I'll just get 2 white and 2 brown. In terms of gameplay, the the white chickens and the blue chickens are identical. You can see what type of chicken you're getting at the top of the screen. Can I not get white? I'm not seeing white at all. Maybe I will have to get blue. Nope, there's white. Oh, that was white. Darn it. Okay. So now I have 4 chickens. And in just a few days they will start producing eggs. I will try and catch the pufferfish. I'll go back to my farm to plant the wheat and hopefully be back in time to pet the chickens before they fall asleep. You don't need to feed or pet them on the first day, but you can. Emily hates monkey roll. So it's before noon, it's before 1. I could hook an octopus, but until 12 to 4 is pufferfish time. My dress spinner wore out. Pufferfish is an easy fish, but it's more difficult than an octopus, certainly. It used to be you really only ever needed to catch 1 pufferfish. 1 for the fishing collection. Getting 1 for Demetrius and the community center. Why would you bother catching them? Because the traveling cart would have pufferfish basically every time it came here, but the chance was greatly reduced. So you don't. So on occasion, it makes sense to actually catch pufferfish yourself rather than just wait for the next time the traveling cart comes down. I wouldn't have wanted to buy the one at 1,000 anyway. It can be sold at the traveling cart for 600 instead. I still have plenty of time in the evening, so I'll see if I can catch Shay and the Bream. Pufferfish, get 1,000 G. So I'll start getting milk in a day or 2, and eggs a few days after that. At higher hearts, the higher your hearts get, the better chance you have of getting large eggs and large milk. And the large varieties are what you need for the community center. Alright, so since I'm back on the farm, I will come in and pet the chickens. Get the experience and friendship. It might be too late for them to actually come out, but just in case. Alright. I want to make sure I have lots of clams. I'll just sell the other fish. And a lot of those fossil. Let me pull out my copper ore and my stone. So that I wanted to double my number of furnaces. So make 5 more. That took almost all of my copper, but it's worth it. Oops. Alright. I just need to figure out where I'm going to put the extra furnaces. For now, I will do them like this, but that's a temporary solution. Wait until these iron bars are done so I can put everything in all at once. Something I have like a ton of. No. I was trying to decide if I wanted to make some wine or juice or something. Alright, now I can do 10 at a time instead of 5 at a time. I will increase the speed at which I'm smelting this ridiculous number of ores. But it's 5 o'clock now, I can start heading towards the river to fish up a bream. I mean, not until 6 officially, but in the meantime I can talk to Krobus. Selling tom kha soup today. Krobus also sells void eggs, so when I upgrade the coop, I'll buy the chickens and a void egg from him. Unless the witch decides to show up early and give me a void egg. Now that I have a coop, I can get that out of it. The very first thing I caught was a bream. Let's take it over to Shane in the saloon. Your farm seems like a great place to raise chickens. Well, I just started today. I am just imagining what Shane's idea of an afternoon tea party is, and it's giving me quite a bit of joy to think about. I am going to briefly check the quarry to see if I have any either iridium nodes or mystic stones. I see neither, which is disappointing. I would really like, preferably the mystic stone, but the iridium node or the ore vein would be something. Hello, Teresa Brown. I'm doing okay. Welcome to the stream. I'm a little sick, but it's okay. I don't feel like at starting in the mines at 8 p.m. that it's to my advantage to use some monster musk. I would be wasting quite a bit of time on it. But hopefully I can still get at least some void spirits taken out without it. I'm eating plenty of mushrooms. That's something, I guess. Don't remember if I said it at the beginning of the stream, but purple mushroom is what I'm going to put in the soup at the luau. I looked it up and found that an iridium quality purple mushroom will give me the best possible response. Hi, just call me Anna. Welcome to the stream. There's also a spam post. Take care of that real quick. Trying to complete some monster slayer goals while I wait for my crops to grow. And I certainly don't mind getting some extra geodes along the way. I know I still need a lot of them. Slime more dangerous than the Shadow Shaman because they mostly shoot their debuff at you. They don't actually try to attack you as much. At the very least, they won't leap at you like the slime will. Alright, we're getting a decent number of shadow guys. Void guys. But it is midnight now, so I'll head back to my farm. Okay, we got a decent amount of stuff done in there, I would say. Just need to get my inventory sorted out. I can probably just sell a lot of those mushrooms at this point. No, I don't want to eat the legend row. That's a lot of G that I'd be wasting if I ate it. Sell it without processing, sure, I'll do that in a pinch, but eating it? I wouldn't reset the day at 1 a.m., but I would consider it. Okay. I did reach level 2 farming. In addition to wood fences, I can now make stone fences. I can make mail machines, which you put eggs in to make mail. And I also got the crafting recipe for sprinklers. Now, a lot of people don't like sprinklers because, unlike iridium sprinklers, which do a 5x5 square, and the quality sprinkler, which does the 8 spaces directly around it, the sprinkler only does 1 up, 1 down, 1 left, and 1 right, 4 spaces. And some people have difficulty with the layout of getting your crops watered with basic sprinklers. But if you're familiar with how knights move in chess, 2 down and 1 across, that's where you put your sprinklers to make sure they water everything. Just think of knight moves, and you'll be able to do the layout. I should read that. Hey, ever have a bunch of carp laying around and no idea what to do with them? Yeah, me too. Well, I've decided a great solution to this all too common problem. I call it Carp Surprise. It's quite easy to make, but you'll need a lot of carp. Yeah, you mostly need carp. It's right there. 4 carp. That's all you need. Lots of carp, but nothing else. There's Shane. Hey, Patrick. So I got 2 tickets to the Tunnelers game tonight. If you want to come, meet me at the bus stop around 5 p.m. Get a vegetable medley from Gus. I'm sure someone loves that. I accidentally used the pickaxe on a crop. That is something that I will restart the day for if I accidentally just destroy a crop. Nothing will change. The recipes are predetermined, and the spirits and whether it will rain is decided as soon as you sleep the night before. Around 5 p.m. Okay. What Gus gave me was different though. He gave me pancakes this time. Darn it. watering horribly right now. So things are not growing evenly. I messed up watering somewhere along the way. And that's actually really bad in the case of melons, but I'll survive. What I try to do with melons in particular in summer is if you start growing them on the first day of summer, and then the same day that you harvest them, start a second set, then you'll have just enough days left over that if you plant wheat on those spots, then they'll be ready on the first day of fall. Wheat is a 2-season crop, so you can scythe it on the first day of fall and already have those piles ready to go for whatever you're planting in fall. Even better if you have sprinklers, those spots will already be watered as well. They're not quite there yet. I thought they would do that, but I guess not. But they're gonna be. They might be at half a heart before I even get my first produce out of them. Alright, that's good. There's recycling. Gold put away. I have two crawfish. There are a few ways I think I can use those pancakes. Alright, so here's our first harvest of hot peppers. Hot pepper is one of the community center crops. Also, George wants one. They are loved gifts for both Lewis and Shane, if you do not have them at max hearts yet. You also need them to make pepper poppers and spicy eel. But I will save the 10 for now, and the one I need for the community center, and I will take one of the ones I stashed in there and give it to George for his quest. It is Sunday, so I'm going to check the traveling cart, even though I know there's a high likelihood that I will not buy anything from it. I won't say absolutely not. But in this case, yeah, no. I do want to make sure that I grow at least, that I get at some point at least one rare seed. I'm actually going to head back up because it is Sunday. People are ready for gifts again. Actually, a couple of the radishes were done growing. Why only 2? I have no idea. It should be all of them. Maybe there's like some speed grow that got put down at some point. Yeah, I put speed grow on those spots to make sure that everything grew for spring. But since there was regrowable plants on them, it stayed. That's what happened. I will wait to get more radish until all the radish is grown. My nose has to tickle. I'll probably take a break after this day. I always forget that on Sunday, Kemp will be at the general store. Pray into yoga. You're not like the other humans, are you? No, not really. Alright. Should be able to find Kent along the way. Elliot wants a ruby to rub on his ears. A little weird, bro. Everyone I want to talk to is at the saloon. Not the saloon. General store. Kent is here. George is here. But Kent and Jody stay for a moment. George is on his way out. Let's complete his quest. Took you long enough. Well, it's good and spicy at least. Yeah, it took me an entire year to eat your red pepper. Or your hot pepper. You take that. He's at 8 hearts now. You know what? I will give this ruby to Elliot. If I see him. If he's not what I think he is, I'll go ahead and get him on the way to 10 faster, since I have a quest for him. Yeah, that makes sense. He's very close to 10. Got a prize ticket. Another plant. Fancy house plant. Alright, so now I want to go get a different gem, or another gem for the dwarf. those. Let me check real quick how many pomegranates I have. Just the one left over. Just in time for Shane's Sonata event. Hey, there you are. I'm glad you decided to come. We should get going. What a time for... We're almost there. Pre-game nerves. We can see Alex in the crowd, see Gus in the crowd, and Shane right up front. Here, I got you another cold one. Hey, I've been meaning to say, first is the thing we consider the same. My anxiety, depression, yeah. He was a really good friend to me. Anyway, it's your first gridball game, huh? If gridball is football, then I've been to a heck of a lot of them. Noisy. Makes you appreciate how peaceful it is back home. Or fun. Pelican Town seems really boring in comparison. I prefer more peaceful things. Oh yeah? I guess that makes sense. Me, I get bored with Pelican Town sometimes. But I like that you're different. We balance each other out. Ah! Look, the tunnels are on the attack. Oh. Sorry. I got carried away there. Maybe I had one too many. My character does like that. Well, that was definitely a good game. Oh yeah, and we won too. Well, see you soon. And still the same time. I was going to pop up to the mines and give the dwarf his gift. One day you have to tell me about this beverage you call milk. Again, late start, so I don't want to be using the monster musk. But even without it, I've already killed one void spirit. I'm finding plenty of copper, which is just as well. I used it all to make more furnaces, so certainly appreciate getting some copper. Starting to build that supply back up. Shadow guys often drop bars as it is, so. But You walk through that, so I know it's a rock crab. I would know that one was a rock crab anyway, but then me walking through it is a dead giveaway. Enemies can walk through each other, not through rocks. My stream shrinks all over this place right now. And that's another one. Now, those rocks were overlapped. What's the fish is doing though? I see one down here. I also see a diamond. Diamond rock. That. The slime here. And then a couple shadow guys. There's a bat on the way. And then there's another guy just over here. Sap is always the first choice if I need to get rid of something. Let's get some health back. What is my current zoom level? So I'm gonna go back to this same level. It's at 115. I don't see any other guys. Oh, I should say I don't see any more shadow guys. There is no shortage of slimes on that floor. So you can have decent pressure for half a second. Of course, I'm looking down at the screen. I sit up straight. So, there's still some posture issues. Another rock crab as well. Elevator floor again, just in time. So that takes us to an hour and a half of the stream, and just one day into the new week. Though I consider Monday to be the first day of the week. But the gifting resets on uh, Sundays, so. I will get the gold here. Get the coop and barn door closed. While I'm walking back over there, get the legend row ready. To sell the aged lava eel row. Put that in there. Add the copper as well. And let's get our iron and gold to a multiple of 5. And we will if I can think properly for just a few moments, put things away. I'll just put the fancy plant right there. Before I go on break, let's see if I can knock Shane down another spot at least. Or make my lowest score. No. Not so low. Not bad. Not a bad start. Had a tricky jump with the boulders that I navigated well. I'll try and get the extra coins here to bring up my score a little bit. Try and get it closer to that. Alright, up to 30,000, so Shane will move down the spot and my worst score will be off of the board. Not a good bubble positioning to get up to that cherry. I can easily get the orange. Getting 2 fruits on the Gemseed Giant is pretty good. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, it's fine. I knocked Shane down a spot and got over 40,000 myself. Alright, let's see. Barely getting into bed in time. Got a little bit of money from selling the quality hot peppers and some of the non-quality ones. The aged lavio row and some white algae. I made over 1,000 G. My daily earnings will go up quite a bit soon, but I'll get into that after the break. Okay, let's get back in. So our weather report says it'll be sunny. The fortune teller tells me the spirits are very happy, and it's telling me that I can catch the rado during the summer in the river, which of course I already knew. The other radishes have caught up now. So the radishes are being harvested today, as is the summer squash. Radishes, I'll need to buy more, but the summer squash, well, it's a crop that I can't buy from the general store to begin with, but it regrows, so I'm gonna find the new seeds at the very least. And 3 more spots. Sorry, 3 more spots. I'll be up here. 15, 16. 14, 15, 16. Did I do 16 radish? Am I crazy? I think I missed watering those a day or two. Probably is what happened. I'll keep myself saved up to 10 radishes. Radishes not one of the ones necessary for the community center, so I don't need extra. I forgot to grab the summer splash after I take care of the animals. Chickens and get their experience. I'm going up to level 3 farming today, which is nice. Alright, it also shows that they can be milked and have not been yet. So let's see our first set of milk. Regular cows give milk every day. It does take energy to use the milk pail, so be aware of that. On days where I have the significant energy penalty, I have been burned by that before. You know what? I will sell that milk, the quality milk, but while I'm still getting non-quality regular sized milk, I will try and make sure to save some, just for the purposes of having it when it comes time to start cooking. I do have a image saved on my phone of a chart of how much of everything you need for cooking. So I will consult that and make sure that I don't go over the amount of milk I need. But once I start getting more quality milk, I'll be selling milk every day. And then a little further on, I'll be selling cheese every day, but I don't have the cheese press yet. I still want to make sure that I'm giving out the necessary gifts. And today I need to make sure that I buy more radish. I will also harvest the summer squash. I will save the, as usual, stable snack quality. This is Monday, which means there'll be a new quest on the board. I actually want to check that as usual before buying crops. In case it's like, hey, grow a bunch of these, and I don't have enough of that. Or whatever that is growing. So whoever used to be, home, but he is at 8 hearts. And, well, he's at 8 hearts, plus some additional friendship. I'll talk to Elliot since I did give him the bouquet. Elliot whispers a sweet secret into your ear. What was it? It's just a shade off of them. 1,000-year war between my people and the dwarves recently ended. There's still a lot of resentment on both sides. Alright, so Krobus and Kent got their second gift for the week. Let's check the special request board. The Queen of Sauce was recently spotted dining on fresh blueberry. Now everyone in the world wants one. Anyone who ships 100 blueberries by the end of the season will earn a substantial reward from the Pluggingtown Agricultural Fund. I might be able to do that with what I already have. Since they give a lot and regrow. There's also Pierre's Prime Produce. Hello there. For an upcoming promotion, I'm thinking of offering some high-quality vegetables at a slight premium. Though where a thrifty shopkeep might find 25 gold star vegetables, I'm going to go with the blueberry one because I'm level 3 farming, so me getting 25 gold star vegetables is going to be more difficult than is typical. As my farming level increases, and it's more likely that I get gold star, sure. And of course I could use fertilizer as well, but I'm going to buy 16 radishes and just try and remember to water the spots so they're off. And then hopefully harvest all 18 at the same time next time. So, tomorrow is Tuesday, and then the day after that is Wednesday. I'm actually going to leverage the fact that I'm playing on PC and using the UI info suite and make sure that I buy anything else I need to, day ahead of time. More iron smelting. And go up to the... I'm going to go through the quarry again so I can see... So I can check on my actual Void Spirit numbers again. I think the first day after finishing off the Void Spirit slaying, I will clear out the quarry. And that should be today. I'm 6 away. In fact, after that, I'm going to go to the earlier floors and work on killing Dougies. If I'm lucky, I can complete 2 Monster Slayer goals today. But doing the one will make me happy. Let me go ahead and have a salmon berry. There's my ladder. Stuff is stuff again. I have a certain amount of time, remaining stream time in mind, but if the cough and my throat get real bad, I may stop a little bit before that. Health is a priority. That's definitely. I don't expect to complete the rock grab goal today or anything, but if I see an obvious one, may as well take care of it. Nothing to worry about taking out down there. For some reason, I thought I already had a ladder. Well, if I don't, then I guess I will take out these guys too. The large rocks will not have ladders under them. Okay, he should not have been able to leap at me like that. I should have had a brief moment to start hitting him before that happened. What is this? A fringed vest. There's actually something else I should have bought at the store that or at the general store that I should be buying. I already have fried eggs, so I don't need to worry about cooking that. But I do need to cook a maki roll, and for that I will need some rice. I was so entirely certain that I was going to complete the Void Spirit goal today. And I'm just not finding a whole lot of them. Sometimes the playing on PC is worse than playing on console, and that's when the position of your mouse makes you swing in not the direction you want to be swinging. And it causes you to take damage that you did not need to be taking. I didn't notice that on the Jid. Alright, there are shadow guys on this floor. I could get like a bunch of bat wings and maybe some bombs, but it's just scram. As far as Dougie's go, I usually just reset 415 over and over. Bug meat's not bad. It also might not hurt to have earth crystals. I do need them for a some construction in the future. I also need them for crafting mayo machines. Let's actually go down. I never expected to complete the Dougie's floor. Maybe I can get lots of copper at least. And there are dirt patches on these floors as well. Also, there are things that can still be found in regular geodes. So I'm going to try to get some of those as well. There's dirt on this floor, and there's usually at least one Dougie between the two patches. Magnet ring of some sort was dropped. Magnet ring, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's get this nice cluster of iron. Copper. I might be a little bit tired. Emerald there and ruby here. I did not pay attention to the time at all. It's 1:50 a.m. Oh well. I did get the farming level up, so I won't have an energy penalty at least. I'll lose some gold. Level 3 farming gives me the crafting recipe for bee houses, speed grow, and cooking for farmer's lunch. And I got a little bit of money thanks to the radishes mostly, but milk as well. Hello, Kaylee Hutchinson. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay. Let's look at our new recipes. Speed grow. Increases the growth time by 10%. The bee houses. Place outside and wait for delicious honey, except in winter. Basically, the maple syrup that I've gotten. We'll go into that. I'm glad you are fine. First, someone annoyed. So I got the farmer's lunch cooking recipe. Farmer's lunch. Omelet and parsnip, plus 3 deer farming. I've been streaming for about 4 months. I've built 691G, which is at least less than I made. My favorite game that I'm currently streaming, or my favorite game overall? Because the answers are different. My favorite game of all time is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Without question. Like many who did not necessarily have the highest opinion of the game when it originally released. And I say, not fairly young person, I didn't quite understand the mechanics, but several years later I went back to play it, to give it another shot, and completely fell in love. Getting our daily watering done. Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely a solid choice. I am from Illinois. Oops, I accidentally picked the radishes. That's okay. So the red cabbage will be ready in a couple days. The poppy is ready today. Ah, my best friend lives in Oregon. Did I? Summer Spangle will be ready in one day. So I want to get more Summer Spangle. And wheat. Well, if I'm lucky, someday I'll be a moderately successful streamer, but uh, currently to make money, I do DoorDash. It's not fancy by any means, but it helps some. Of course you are. Despite passing out, since I didn't let the animals out, I am not looking for art currently. Okay, so I got some regular quality eggs, and I got some uh, regular quality milk as well. Let me actually, to make sure that I'm not saving more milk than I need to, check my uh, thing. I'm still getting used to the way that Reddit changed things. But I have the post saved there. All ingredients needed for everything. Looks like I need 12 milks and 8 eggs to make every cooking recipe in the game. So I will continue to save the milk and start saving eggs. But of course, if they're not regular quality, then I'll go ahead and sell them. Like the cows producing milk every day. The chickens will produce eggs every day. Okay, so I need to get wheat, poppy, and summer spangle from the shop. Tomatoes will also be done tomorrow, but they regrow, so I don't need to buy more. There's anything on the board. Sandy wants Ruby. I haven't even been thinking about Sandy's friendship. So I do 9 of each of these. So 9 wheat, 9 poppy, and 9 spangle. Poppy is the only one I do today, but tomorrow is Wednesday and I've not done with the community center yet. So Pierre's shop will not be open. I said I was going to do the that I was going to clear out the quarry, but with the request for Sandy, I kind of want to go to the desert and take care of that. It is already 3 in the afternoon. And I'm heading back to Pierre's because I went to buy a rice. And get literally any fish. Normally when the recipe says any fish, go for a crab pot thing, but I am desperate enough to complete a bundle today that I'll do this. For monkey roll I also need seaweed. Yeah. Which I have plenty of. I'm looking to well, I can't complete. Yes, I can complete this. I've already donated other things. So now that I have Poppy, and I'm ready to make a maki roll. I'm so surprised that I don't already have a maki roll, but and grab the fried egg. Grab one of the poppies. Ideally an orange one, because then it matches and that makes me smile a little inside. I may be able to do the the fodder bundle tomorrow. Because I have the apples and I have the hay. And more wheat will be ready tomorrow. We're working our way towards completing the community center. Alright, just bundle complete. That gives me several pink cakes. I have red mushroom, I have urchin, I think I've decided I would grow sunflowers in fall. I want to get duck feather as soon as I can. Have aquamarine. Red cabbage will be ready in a couple days. So I guess it decides on when and if I replace anything that I'm currently growing with uh, sunflowers. Now I think I am growing sunflowers, actually. Aren't I? Isn't that what's growing right there? Yep. Actually, the sunflowers will be ready tomorrow too. I did not buy more, but sunflowers will often give you additional sunflower seeds, so you don't often need to buy them. At least after the first time. There's no guarantee that they'll give you seeds, but it is likely. So I'm finally almost done smelting my ore, and now I'm gonna go to the quarry and get a bunch more. Well, I say I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the iron. The gold will take me like almost all the way through summer. Now I will start by chopping down the trees. I have used the quarry as a tree farm before. Back in the days when I didn't realize how important it was to start getting trees tapped early. I would find myself late game without having enough tree resin to do things. So I would need to convert the quarry into a tree farm to get things tapped. Now I know just to start tapping earlier, and it's not as big a problem. So part of the reason I want to clear out the quarry is so that there's more room for the things I would rather have spawn here to spawn. Either the Mystic Stone or the Iridium node I mentioned before. I do not currently have the energy to finish this, but we'll see how far I can get before I need to restore the energy. I got above the path. Yeah, cleared. I'm missing having an Iridium pickaxe right now. But I'm so far away from getting Iridium tools right now. I don't even have everything at gold yet. I don't have everything at steel yet. My trash can is still copper. And I have been finding enough stuff when I've been mining that I've had to throw some things away, so it's not a worthless upgrade. Alright, the quarry is cleared. Let's come in here and get my reward for slaying the void spirits. It is the Savage Ring. Gain a short speed boost whenever you slay a monster. That's actually a very good ring. I'm almost halfway there on Nuggies. I'm almost 3/4 of the way there on Slimes. But I'm not worried about Slimes. Anytime I go to the Secret Woods or the Skull Cavern or even later in the game, I'll have no problem getting enough. The dwarf is at 4 hearts. Actually, I think he has been for a little bit. I did not talk to Kent or Krobus. Kent, I may or may not be able to talk to. Krobus, I absolutely can. Krobus is always open. Kent is sometimes standing outside very, very late at night. Which concerns me because he says he wakes up at 4 a.m. and he's like standing outside at midnight. He sells the Omni Geode on Tuesdays. I know if I would just do more Skull Cavern dives, I would get plenty of Omni Geodes, but my plan for tomorrow is actually a Skull Cavern run. Take the Ruby to Sandy, and while I'm in the desert, pop into the Skull Caverns. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where to put everything. I'll be able to replace at least the copper by the time I get back over there. Before I have to fall asleep. Alright. The additional copper I'd gotten that put me over 100 ore, and all of my iron is now either smelted or smelting. So get inside. I will, despite having praised the Savage Ring, I will put it away. And go to sleep. Alright, level 4 farming. We can now craft iron fences. We can make preserved jars finally, and basic retaining soil. I sold 2 legendary rows and a lavio row, so I got lots of money on that day, and a little bit from crops, including another ancient fruit harvest, which is why I got farming levels 2 days in a row. So, we now have 2 wood to make a wood fence, 2 stone to make a stone fence, or 1 iron bar to make 10 iron fences. Preserved jars are crafted by getting 50 stone, 50 wood, 40 stone, and 8 coal. And then basic retaining soil, cobblestone. Soil has a chance, small chance, of staying watered overnight. With basic retaining soil, there's quite a small chance. So tomorrow will be the luau. Today is Maru's birthday, which I forgot about when I was trying to decide what I would do today. It's something that I also forgot about when... Where's my mouse? It's also something I forgot about when deciding what crops to buy. I forgot to look at things that would be done in 2 days. Which is actually a problem because one of them is red cabbage and I can't buy that from Georgia. I'd like me to make a mistake like that. Though, in some level of fairness to myself, I usually don't have to worry about red cabbage and not having the community center, or not having the community center done by the time my red cabbage grows in summer. Usually I have it done by now. Of the challenge run still having some level of impact on my playthrough, even though the main challenge of it is completed at this point. Having reached level 10. Okay. I don't know why I thought the tomato would be done. Let's see. Hot peppers are done for the second time already. I do actually got quite a bit more than just 3 sunflowers back. Spangle. Okay. I don't really need to bother that spot, there's nothing there, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. Going back over here. I save regular quality flowers in general, but I typically put wheat and sunflowers, and come to think of it, the sunflower seeds in the fall. I will sell the quality sunflower. As well. Save hay. Get more gold bars smelting. Alright, so there's a being Maru's birthday, I don't want to ignore her and go straight to the desert. Now that the luau tomorrow will also be the first festival where we have animals. You can let your animals out on festival days and they will eat grass outside as they normally would. Or you can keep them inside and they do not need to eat. They will not have any of the... If you have food set out inside, they will not eat that. It's only food outside that they will consume. Alright, so the eggs today were regular quality again. So having 2 of each of those colors, it doesn't matter what color they are. I have all 8 that I need for cooking recipes. I am up to 8 milk. But the other 3 milks today were quality, so I will sell them. I will replace that. I did not get a sashimi out of my snail. Also, I actually cooked fried egg, not bought or found it, so I did not strictly need to save 8 eggs. Actually, I did. I will need to make another fried egg as part of the complete breakfast. So I think the list I use takes that into account. Either way, Maru will be in here. Let's give her the bouquet. And then I will give her a gold bar because that is a loved gift. And now she's at 10. Hello, Tilnu. Welcome to the stream. Let's see your 10 hard event right away. Hey, I was hoping you'd come by. Remember when I told you about the new project I'm working on? The big one? Well, it's finally done, and I want to show you. I'm a little under the weather, but okay. Follow me. And Demetrius over there reading the paper decides he's going to investigate. And here it is, Maru's Interactive Laboratory Device Alpha, or as I like to call her, Marilda. I've been working on it for months. I was waiting for you to be here when I activated her. Well, here goes nothing. Just some bug that's been going around. Greetings, Maru. No need to respond. I have already predicted what you will say. Aha! I knew it! What is it? Dad, calm down. This is my latest invention, Marilda. Greetings, Demetrius. Sweet Yoba, it talks. This is why you've locked yourself in your room the last few months? And I thought you were down here fooling around with Patrick. Dad, I've been making this robot for you and Mom. Real is designed to assist you in the laboratory and Mom at the carpentry table. So I'm not living here anymore. It won't be such a burden on you guys. Excuse me. I am sorry, Maru, but I do not want to be your servant. In the time since you activated me, I have been pondering the nature of my existence with the self-awareness module you installed in my neural cortex. I am sorry to disappoint you all, but I must ask for my freedom. I've decided to explore the galaxy in search of other synthetic life forms. What? Wait. I'm in year 2. It's okay, Mara. Let Marilda go free. Your mother and I can take care of ourselves. I know you're ready to start a life of your own, and I've come to terms with the thought of not having you around anymore. Besides, this creation of yours seems pretty advanced. It wouldn't feel right to keep her as a servant. Patrick, I'm sorry I mistrusted you. You're a good guy. I've never seen Mara so lively and creative, and I've never been more proud of her. If you've had a hand in that, then you have my gratitude. Okay, Marilda, let's get you out of this stuffy hole. Thank you for creating me, Maru. I won't forget it. I won't forget you. And she apparently installed the ability for it to blast off and reach escape velocity. Why assisting in the lab and at the carpentry table required that sort of capabilities, I have no idea. Look at her go. Well, what do you think, Patrick? You can say, I'm so impressed with your inventions. I'm disappointed you should have made that robot your slave. So is your dad okay with us now? Or just stare at Maru and say nothing? It really doesn't matter. I'm not going to say that you should have made the robot the slave, because that's just messed up. I'm going to say, so is your dad okay with us now? Yeah, I guess he did kind of say that, didn't he? She'll give you a kiss in any case. I believe Maru is the shortest of the marriage candidates, because when she kisses you in that scene, she gets up on her toes, but no one else has to do that. Not that it really matters, just something I noticed. So, I am going to go to the desert at least. Even if I don't get very deep in the Skull Caverns, at least complete what I was being asked to do for the quest that Sandy has for me to bring her a ruby. On the one hand, I kind of want to wait here until these are done smelting, but on the other, no. That's time I don't want to spend, so. I'll grab my cherry bombs just in case I decide to kill some mummies or there's a cluster of stuff I want to break. Well, if there are a lot of like dig spots in the desert and things to pick up, I might spend enough time doing that that I barely go into the skull caverns at all. To get the desert obelisk in the future, I'll need plenty of coconuts and cactus fruit. Why, hello there. See my friend Emily in town? Could you tell her I said hi? Thanks. There's your ruby. That not only gets me a decent amount of gold, but gets Sandy some good friendship points. She sells 3 Omni Geos for 500 apiece on Wednesdays. I've been buying the one for 300 on Tuesdays from Krobus, what I remember, but 500 I'm not so sure I want to spend right now. I suppose I also could have bought a couple extra starfruit seeds from her, but starfruit seeds are quite expensive. I mean, the return on them is 100% worth it. Alright, let's see if I can get a little bit of school cavern diving. Go straight down to the next floor. Unfortunately, basically everything in here is at least 2 hits. If you don't have it, if you're still working with a gold pickaxe. Except for the light colored stones, those of course are still 1 hit. I like to try and make sure that my health is at least pretty high before I jump down the shaft. This time I checked my energy too. No matter how many floors you fall down or how low your health is, the drop itself will not take your health down to 0. You'll always have at least 1 left. But, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be an enemy right where you drop down that's ready to take away the rest of your health. So, I still like to be relatively healed before I drop down. There's a freebie on this floor at the very least. Instead of splitting into many smaller slimes, it just gave me the ladder. How kind of it. Obviously, the hope of any skull cavern dives is to get, typically, it's to get iridium. And iridium ore veins can appear in the earlier levels, but the deeper you go, the more you'll find. Typically, you'll start finding them around 420, and oftentimes if you find one earlier than that, it's actually a iridium crab. It doesn't need to be a ore vein. Being swarmed by the serpents, and also trying to kill the slime at the same time. Sometimes the server just kind of disappears for a while. Out of my way. I was going to take them out, but when another one came, and then I was on the wrong item. Let's drop down. Another 6 levels. That's 418. And another shaft. Another 4 levels takes me down to 22. Yeah, I would say at this point it's possible that we'll see some legit iridium nodes, just not super likely. On these floors, the most iridium I'm likely to get is as a possible enemy trap. I do see a ladder already. Just get away. There's already a ladder here as well. But I took some hits from those slimes. Okay. I think, well, it will take me a little bit past my original time I was thinking of ending streaming. I think I'll finish this day and then do the luau and call the stream after the event. So I probably should have put on the lucky ring. Voice crack. I probably should have put on the lucky ring. To help me possibly get a would possibly help me get a treasure for. Eating spicy eel also gives you luck. And I suppose it's not too late to put those things on. Increase my luck, but I'm gonna drop one of the bombs that I picked up over here. And that did in fact give me a ladder. I do see an iridium crab. I know because of the way it's overlapping those. Find it quickly. Ooh, that was so very close to death. I believe I had 2 health left. Based on the amount I had after 1 salmon berry. I believe I was at 2 health. Basically anything would have killed me at that point. There's also another iridium. This one might actually be a node. Nope, it's a crab as well. Excuse you. I don't see any more. The serpent is a little bit faster than you. The large slimes do not quite have the jumping capabilities of the smaller ones, but they can still kind of corner you. Oh, now. Well, then I will definitely be doing my best to not die. What if I pass out? What if I stay here until 2 a.m.? Will you unsub then, or only if I die? Because I was planning on staying here until 2 a.m. at this point, but if passing out means you'll unsub too, then maybe I should head back. Not, that's mummy floor. I will in fact head back. If it were mummies, then, or I saw Iridium without having to walk away from the ladder, then I would have stayed. Of course, there's always a chance that I'll get caught up putting things away and wind up passing out on the farm. It has happened. I'm actually going to put all of that away for now. Looks like the animals are going to be outside tomorrow because I just do not have the time to put them away. Alright, at the very least, if I do pass out, it'll be inside. Okay, one more day. According to Blue Sky, I'm no longer alive. But that's okay. So the spirits are very happy today, but I don't know that it necessarily matters if I'm just going to be, after a while. Number of lava eels in my pond just increased. That's what it means when they leap out of the pond in the morning, that the number has increased. I stripped it to fix it and then still ended up watering the wrong spot. So I suppose technically I don't have to water where the red cabbage is. It is fully grown. But I don't want to harvest it today because I don't want to have to retail all the spots in the morning. The way the cow mooed in my ears kind of freaked me out. I know I have cows on my farm. I know I forgot to close, or I didn't have time to close the barn, but I still wasn't quite expecting the moo to sound like it's right next to me. There's not a cow in here. Honestly, the only reason I have any concern whatsoever about the animals being outside is that without the fence, it may take me a little bit of time to find them. Oh, also, I don't have auto grabbers on this file yet, so I do have to find and milk the cows. Milked one. Actually, the petting icons from the info suite is making it much easier to find everything. I am still missing one chicken though. It's over here. And of course the eggs will be inside the coop. And so, naturally, of course, I walk into the barn. Of course I want to switch to, I want to switch over to male relatively quickly, but at least sell some of the eggs so that it's in the shipping collection. So adding 3 more milk gets me to 11. I will save one more though. If I talk to Sandy on the way, she'll give me one more. Anyway. Okay, so I decided it was going to be the medium quality purple mushroom. It is perfectly safe and will in fact give me the best possible results. Which I didn't get the first year, so I will get an achievement for this as well. Let's come down to the beach and enjoy the luau. Ow, this beach has been cooking in the sun all day. Oh, bench. The governors are distinguished guests today. I expect all of you to be on your best behavior. For those who brought something for the potluck, contribute your ingredients to the soup cauldron. I eagerly anticipate my visit to Stardew Valley each year. There's a palpable charm in the air. The moment Lewis steps away from the governor, that's my moment to rub elbows. Ah, I didn't see you there. Want to buy something? Talk to me on the other side of the counter. Same decorations that were available in year 1. Nothing special about it. Leaking garlic mashed potatoes? I think I died and gone to heaven. I don't overeat, dear. I wouldn't want you getting a stomachache. I guess you used my potatoes to make several dishes for the buffet. So what kind of ingredient are you adding to the soup? This festival always has the best food. Can't talk to the wizard, but he is here. Oh hey, looking to escape the noise too? If I were actually at an event like this, yes, I would be looking to escape the noise. Don't worry, I'll be back for the soup. I'm just enjoying a tender moment with my pipe. My dad's obsessed with the governor's visit. Everything has to be perfect. I think he's hoping to be mayor someday. Yeah, if there's ever an election. Next year, I gotta remember to bring my electric guitar. Imagine the solo at this part of the song. Of course, Lewis says that when it comes time for election, no one ever runs against him, but we never actually see an election occur. I can't seem to decide what to eat. There's too many options to choose from. Oops. But do I have to eat it? One bad ingredient can ruin the whole soup. Oh. I will drop in my purple mushroom. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need more of this. Isn't it wonderful to see our community come together like this? I try my best to treasure these moments. Demetrius, because it's fun. Why do humans enjoy dancing? Perhaps it's an instinctual mechanism so that we will inadvertently convey our genetic quality to potential mates. Yeah, it's because it's fun. I can't wait for a bowl of piping hot soup. It's all in the hips. I think I need to take a break soon. I'm getting sweaty. I'll never turn down free food. Can you smell that? It's a signal that the roast is almost ready. Why can't I go play by the tide pools? Spells are powerful for bringing back memories. That can be good or bad. I've heard that the summer season gets very busy for farmers. Make sure you don't overwork yourself. We got Marlon back here. Hello. Soup? Dancing? No thank you. I'm perfectly content right here. Besides, someone needs to keep watching because the monster appears. Pretty sure I can handle monsters. Allow. All the hustle and bustle of town brought to my very doorstep. Don't block the sun. I'm in just the right spot to avoid getting any tan lines. Any tan lines, you say? Okay. Do you think if I went in the water, other people would follow? I don't want to be a sole swimmer. I think I talked to everyone. Except, of course, the people who aren't here. Blizzard, Trevor, Stork, and Sandy. So now that I've added my ingredient, yes, let's start. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm pleased to announce that the potluck ceremony has begun. I have high hopes that you all contributed high quality ingredients. We want to leave the governor with a good impression now. Well, Governor, would you indulge us with an honorary first tasting? I would be delighted. I've been eyeing the soup all afternoon. Achievement? Oh my, that's the best soup I've ever tasted. You're right, it's delicious. Wonderful job, everyone. Now, who else wants to taste? The governor wasn't kidding. The soup was out of this world. Time to head home. So I'll go and close up the buildings. I have a little bit of time after the festival. So, that will conclude my stream for today. To everyone who came by to watch live, thank you for checking it out. Whether you chatted or lurked, I appreciate you all the same. If you are watching the archive later on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. I hope that however your day is progressing, it is favorable for you. And let's go to sleep and end the stream.